You would think that having your service at such a high price, people are going to try to bargain, right? And it actually helps to eliminate all those bargainers. People actually don't bargain anymore. And when they book with you, they already know your price and they know they want their brows done by you. And they just come in and they're like, yep, just do whatever you need to do. I trust you. I see your work and you're amazing. I don't even care how much it is. And
Oh,
which is
I love that.
amazing.
Welcome to the Elizabeth Yang Show, where we explore the benefits of diverse leaders expanding your brand authority online to create massive impact and happy sales. Now, let's dive in because your legendary life is waiting. I'm really excited to have you meet someone today. Her name is Sheng Bang, and she is the founder and owner of Ink Beauty. Hi, Sheng. Thanks for joining me today.
Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about what you do, what your business is all about.
So I am the owner of Ink Beauty located in Woodbury, and I specialize in permanent makeup. So I do permanent brows, eyeliners, and lips, and I also do lash extension.
What inspired you to get into that space?
I wanted to start working for myself. So that was the main key. I started out with lash extensions, and I was like, hey, you know what? This is not enough for me to start working for myself. I need to get into something that it's going to be enough for me to start working for myself and start doing it full time. So that's why I dive into permanent makeup. And then once I got into it, I was like, wow, this is amazing, So I start out part time. And for about 3 months in, I quit my full time and I start doing it full time.
There's a lot of people that are getting into the beauty space. What do you think makes you different that sets you apart?
So what makes me different and what makes my service different from others is I'm a perfectionist. I like to make sure that everything is perfect to the way how I like it. Like if you're my client, you come here and I'm doing your brows, I will not let you leave my space until I really like your brows. Even if you have to stay longer, you have to. And then for brows, when I design brows, I design based on the client's facial structure. So you can come in with a picture, and if you're like, hey, Shane, I like this eyebrow, and I'll look at it. If it doesn't look good on you, I'll be straightforward and tell you that, hey, it doesn't look good on you because your facial structure is different.
Yeah.
So for me, I customize every set of brows based on the client facial structure, and my eyebrows are always different. The shape is always different. Color is always different because not everybody wants super light or super bold eyebrows. So that's why I am different from other artists.
Let's rewind a little bit before you and I started working together, prior to us working together. What were you struggling with in your business?
I would say price wise. I have been doing it for about 4.5 years, and my price has been the same ever since I started till like a little bit before I start the program. And then I was really scared when I increased my price. And right when I got into the program, and then it started changing the way how I think about like my service and everything. So I stuck to the new price, and I changed my mindset knowing that, hey, if people want my service, they're gonna have to pay for it. There's no need to meet in the middle, and they have to pay for the price that I asked for. Otherwise, they're not the right client for me. So the whole mindset change really did help me to grow my business and do better in my business.
Why do you think it was so hard for you to just increase your prices? Why do you think that's such a struggle?
Well, it was hard to increase because I was afraid of, hey, what if my clients don't have money to pay for it? And they're like, well, your price is too high. I'm gonna go somewhere else, right? And not staying busy like before. But
Yeah.
then after I started the program too, it's like, well, I know that my work is amazing compared to many artists. I mean, there are many artists out there that are great, right? But there's only one me, and I am special because I am me. And if anybody wants my service, then they're just going to have to pay for my price.
Walk me back to the time when we saw the opportunity to work together, learn more about Social Sales Accelerator. What was it that made you decide to work with me?
I really wanted to work with you because of you. You're the main reason why, because you're so strong headed and you know what you want. And I've been following you, seeing all your posts, and I want to have the same mindset as you, be as direct and be able to make the money that my service deserve. And without having proper guidance, I know I will not get there. And when I saw this opportunity, I knew that it was for me. And I have been trying to help other girls too, but it's almost like, well, I can't really help anyone else if I'm not getting the proper training or the proper guidance from someone. And I knew that you were the one seeing everything that you post up. I just know that I need to work with you.
What have you learned about yourself with us working together?
I am a very direct person, and for that part, I'm not worried. It was more of like, I was afraid that people are not going to have money to pay for my service. And that's why I kept the same price for such a long time, right? And then now I start seeing like all these new business out there that start doing the same thing as I do, and the price are way more than mine. And I'm like, well, I've been in the business for such a long time. Why is my price still so low? But I'm still scared to increase my price, not knowing whether if I'm going to have clients or not until I started this program and I increased my price. And I was just like, wow, like you would think that having your service at such a high price, people are going to try to bargain, right? And it actually helps to eliminate all those bargainers. People actually don't bargain anymore. And when they book with you, they already know your price and they know they want their brows done by you. And they just come in and they're like, yep, just do whatever you need to do. I trust you. I see your work and you're amazing. I don't even care how much it is. And which is amazing. Like that's something that I would have never thought about. And that always scares me, the whole price increase. But after I did, I was like, wow, it's amazing how it changes the way how people think.
It's huge. I love what you said earlier, because one of the things that you said is that you were hesitant raising your prices and there's now no more bargain shoppers.
Right.
No more bargainers.
Which is so crazy. Like,
yeah,
you would think that you will have more people who bargains, but now they come to you knowing your price. They don't bargain anymore. Or because before I increase my price, I will have people who come in who will be like, well, your price is too high, right? And then they will tell me, well, someone else is only quoting me this much. Why are you quoting me so much? And I would tell them, well, if their price for your budget, I would recommend going to them. But now I don't have people like that anymore, which is amazing. Like increasing your price also help filter out those kind of people and less headache, right?
It's huge. Oh, that gave me goosebumps, because I know this is one of the things that I was teaching many of you, but to see you experience that for yourself and like how that was a limiting belief and that scared you, made you so nervous. And now go crazy. I think there is a lot of fear, like, oh, what if I increase my price and then nobody wants to buy? But look, there's less competition when your price a little bit higher, like your premium. Right. Clutter and noise up here. And so you stand out, and start shopping up here. They're not shopping for bargains. They're shopping for value and quality. So congratulations to you.
Right.
Thank
you.
I'm so proud of you for that. When you think about what it's been like to work together in the last 12 weeks, what would you say is your favorite moment?
I have a lot, but I think one of my favorite is seeing everybody grow, right? The last session, we went over all the things that we wrote about right before we dive into this program and what all of us want to learn and where we started and where we are at right now. It makes me really happy to see how far everybody have come and how this program has helped all of us. So that was one of my favorite moments, just to reflect where we started and where we're at right now. I mean, it's amazing what 12 weeks can do for you.
Yeah, with just focus and consistency. And you definitely, as busy as you are, you're so focused, and you still came whenever you were traveling, and you still showed up. And I often say showing up is really half the battle. All right, so let's dig in a little bit more to the results. We talked about obviously the increase in pricing and more so the mindset of just increasing your pricing, not budging from that, being consistent. What other results have I helped you produce?
More engagement on social media, for sure. Because before I started this program, I kind of know what I'm doing, but I know that there are like some missing pieces that I didn't know. So I did pick a lot of that from you, and that's how I was able to grow my social media pretty fast.
How many followers are you at now?
Right now, I think I'm at 29.4. So
29.4 thousand. Yeah.
25, yep, 29,000.4. So pretty close to 30. So
Yeah.
hopefully by the end of this
Yeah.
week, I'll probably hit
Congrats.
30, but I don't know. Thank you. So
Huge.
that has helped me a lot. And, with a big following, it does help to increase my sales as well. And that's how I get out there too, in terms of just getting new clients or just getting new students. Cause I am trying to shift into like the whole teaching as well and do more teaching and less services. And then I just recently, I'm like, hey, I know I just have an increase in my services, but I already started thinking like maybe I should have another increase in my services.
Let's talk a little bit about your social media because clearly 29.4, that's huge. And I think that a lot of the other beauty queens that are just starting their business really admire you for building such a huge following like that. You had mentioned earlier that you started to shift the way that you were creating social media content. Can you just share a little bit about what you were doing before we started working together and then what you started to do differently?
Before I started this, I mean, I was posting a lot of before and
Yeah,
after
because you were really
photos, which
you were consistent already.
right. I was really consistent about posting a lot of before and after photos, right? And not other stuff, which people know that, yes, I do browse and they see a lot of before and after photos, but what else can I offer, right? So instead of just posting a lot of before and after photos, I start posting educational posts and also give tips to people who want to learn, right? Educational posts for clients and educational posts for potential students or other artists. And then also just give them free tips, right? Because in this industry, even if you give out all those things to people, it's not the same as when you work directly with someone. But in order to have people to work with you, you have to showcase your work, showcase what you know, and teach them what they don't know. And that will make them want to work with you. So when I start shifting and I start doing that, I start getting a lot of clients and they're like, yeah, we really like the way how you post and how all of your posts are so educational. We learn a lot from watching your post. And then for students, they're like, yeah, we love how you give out a lot of free tips. You don't hold anything back. All your posts are just very educational for beginners. So through this program, I actually have 3 students who flew from out of state to take a class with me, which that was amazing. Just changing the way how I post, the way how I word my captions, it really drawn a lot of people wanting to work with me.
Oh, well, congratulations on that.
Thank
It's
you.
huge. And, what I really admire about you, and I just want to just bring this back to those that are watching this, is that you're always really generous with your giving anyways. And you took it up a notch and gave even more. And I often say that sales is about service. It's about serving your audience and just not just doing it blindly, like giving it away, but knowing how you're going to monetize. So obviously
Right.
works on following up with your students and, making sure that you followed up and closed the loop on that. But I really love like the generosity that you love to give to your audiences, as well as the gals that work at your spot as well, and I think that oftentimes people think they're so afraid to give their knowledge, their educate to what they know, because they're like, if I give it all away, they're not going to buy from me. But if anything, others perceive you as even higher
Right.
quality, and that's how you can command
Mhm.
premium prices, which congratulations, right? For that
Thank
huge shift.
you.
There's a lot of progress and results you've created for yourself. What would you say you're most proud of so far?
My most proud of is my services. Because being able to increase the price, that's like huge for me. That's huge for me, especially like I said earlier, having seen price for the past 3 to 4 years and I was able to increase, that was huge for me. And that's something that I was afraid to increase for the past 3, 4 years. And just having the right mindset to be like, you know what, it's about time. My services do deserve that high price. And
Yeah.
just to do it and not think about it and everything just fall into place. So that was the most proudest moment for me.
Yeah. And we're talking about, I mean, you had some great sales increase. I mean, 50%
Yeah. So
sales. That's huge.
right. It is huge with the price increase in services. It does really help in sales, which, like you said, it increased by basically 50%, and if I didn't take this course or this program, I don't think I will have that strong mindset to be able to do that. And I'll still be sitting where I'm at for the past 3 years.
Congratulations to you. That's huge. And, people
Thank
often think
you.
raising your prices is adding a whole bunch of zeros and you're good. But there's a lot of like internal fears, limiting beliefs that come up and worry. And I think people
Mhm.
underestimate really like that. It's not just increasing pricing, but also increasing your pricing, which you did, which was mindset and like not wavering.
Right.
But then you also increase your value with your social media content, which justify
Right.
higher prices. You know what I mean? Overcoming price objections, that work is not during the point of sale. 80% of that work is in our marketing, which is our content. And you have to
Right.
overcome people's objections to pay more in your marketing. And I think you're just a great
Right.
example of how you did that. So then by the time they're like, hey, can I book with you? You're just like, here's how much, it's credit card. And they're just like, here's my credit card because you've overcome
Right.
that objection of pricing. Last question. If people were on the fence about working with me or joining a program like this,
Mhm.
what you say to them?
I said, just do it. Just do it without thinking, because an opportunity like this, it's really hard to come by. It's really hard to come by, and it's amazing. And I can see how much I have grown for the past 12 weeks, just working with you. Everything you share with us it's amazing. And not just myself, but to see how everyone else grow as well throughout the whole 12 weeks. It's amazing. It's amazing to see where we were at and where we're at right now. And without this program, I will not be this confident. And there's no way I will be confident in increasing my price. There's no way I would ever gain this much followers. Your social media and also your pricing go hand in hand, right? So you can't increase your price without boosting your social media. And without your social media, that's how people are going to get to know you. It's through your social media. And if you drive that and if you get more followers, then that's going to drive your price higher and higher. And you can basically get whatever you want.
Yes. Yes. Well, Shing, what is the best way for people to get in touch with you online? Where can they find you?
Yeah. So the best way to find me will be on social media. My Facebook will be Ink Beauty by Shang. And then on Instagram, Ink Beauty _Shang. But then if you just type in Ink Beauty, I should come up.
Okay, awesome. Well, Shang, congratulations to you. It has been such a pleasure and an honor to just see you grow. Like you came into us working together really with an open heart, open mind. I mean, you really came in with like, I can still have opportunities to grow. Like there's still room for me to learn.
Right.
Some people could have came in and said, "Oh, I'm so much further along than some of these other people in the cohort or in the program. There's nothing else I can learn. Elizabeth's just going to teach the basics, and I already know all that." But you didn't. You were coachable, and you showed up consistently. And I saw how you showed up consistently for yourself, how you showed up consistently for the cohort, and really trying to really apply what was working, what isn't, and where you need to really shift for your own business. And that is going to just serve you so much. And so just congratulations. Here's to celebrating you.
Thank you so much. All thanks to you.
If you are leaving this episode feeling inspired to uplevel online and make happy sales happen, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Now go out and take those steps to build your legendary life.